Hey guys, welcome to my video. For today's tutorial, I will be teaching you how to make my granny chevron blanket. To begin, all you're going to need is some yarn and a crochet hook. For this tutorial, you will need to know how to make chains and how to make the double crochet stitch. I have videos on both of those and I will have them listed down below. Starting from the very beginning, making chains, you're going to make chains in the multiple of 18. I have already made 162 chains for my example blanket. To start row 1, make 3 double crochet into the 5th chain from your hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make 3 double crochet into that chain. We're going to start our sequence. Skip 2 chains into this next one, make 3 double crochet. This is going to be the first side of our chevron. 2 blocks of 3 double crochet each. We're now ready to make our first peak. You're going to skip 2 chains into this next one. You're going to make 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet all into the same chain. There's my first block of 3, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet all into that same chain together. So that's how that peak is looking. Now in between each peak and each valley for our chevron, we need to make these sides. So we're going to make this again, this block of 2. So you're going to skip 2 chains into this next one, 3 double crochet. Skip 2 chains into this next one, 3 double crochet. So now you can see how this is a side, peak, side, and now we have to do a valley. This valley is just going to consist of skipping over chains. You're going to skip 5 chains, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, into this next one, make 3 double crochet. Then skip 2 chains and make 3 double crochet into the next one. So now you can see the whole sequence. It's going to be a side of 2 blocks of double crochets, a peak consisting of a block of double crochets, chain 2, and then another block of double crochets, a side of those 2 double crochet blocks, skip 5 chains for a valley, and then you're just going to start over from here. It's going to be a side of 2 double crochet blocks. Then you're going to go into another peak, and it's going to all start repeating from here. So you're now going to repeat this sequence starting from this peak, side, valley, side for the rest of this row until you reach the last chain of this row. When you get to the end of your row and you only have 1 chain left, work 1 double crochet by itself into that chain to complete row 1. And that's how row 1 is looking. To start row 2, make 3 chains. For row 2, we're not going to be working into any stitches until we reach the very end of our row. We're going to be working into these spaces between stitches. We're going to be working the same sequence, it's just going to be worked into these spaces. So you're going to skip to this first space and make 3 double crochet. Skip to the next space and make 3 double crochet. So that's going to be our first side. It's going to match up with the side below. And then we're going into our next peak. The peak is going to stay the same. It's going to be 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. We're just going to be working into this previous chain space. So there's that first set of 3 double crochet, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet all together into that space for our peak. Now we've come to our next side, same thing, we're going to work 3 double crochet into each of these 2 spaces. There's that first set. Then skip over to this next space, make 3 double crochet for our 2 sets for our side. So you can see everything is still matching up, side of 2, peak, side of 2. Now we've come to our valley. You're simply going to skip over everything right here, these 2 blocks of double crochets and these chains, and you're simply going to start working your next side into these spaces over here. So that's 3 double crochet into each of those spaces. You can now see how the sequence is going to go because it's going to start repeating from this peak over here. So side of 2, peak is going to stay the same, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Side of 2 worked into the open spaces. Valley, you're simply going to skip all of this and start working your next side of 2. Then you can see we go into a peak again. So you're going to start repeating all of this from this peak for the rest of your row until you reach the last chains of this row. So when you get to the end of row 2, you're going to have a block of 3 double crochet and some chains left. You're going to skip over these 3 double crochet into the top of these chains at the end of this row, make 1 double crochet by itself into those chains to complete row 2. And that's how row 2 is looking. You would now repeat row 2 for however long you want your project. I'm going to continue on and come back when my blanket is complete. So this is how my Afghan turned out. I ended up making 60 rows total, and I tend to stick around a throw size for my blankets, so I try to stay around 55 inches by 60 inches. And that is going to be how to make my granny chevron blanket. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more from me. You can follow me on all social media at crochetmelovely, all one word. Please leave me any feedback down below for future videos and tutorials that you would like to see. Thank you guys so much for being here, and have a great day.